This video is going to be about creating your Google form to collect data from students, parents, other teachers, whatever you might need to use it for. You could even use it for collecting data about who's coming to a party, what they're going to bring, whatever it is. So you first have to get into your Google account and log into Google and find your Drive. Now your Google Drive could be right here. This is where all your docs are. This used to be called Google Docs. Or if you're in the Google Plus, like I seem to have been forced to be in Google Plus, it's going to be within your Google Apps over here in that symbol right there of Drive. Okay, and that's also an app that can be downloaded on iPhones and iPads. So when I click into my Drive, I'm going to click there. It's going to take me here to this list. Keep in mind what our purpose is here. It's actually to create a form to send and a spreadsheet of responses that will automatically take the people taking the survey automatically log their responses. So just let me show you the finished product of what we're going to do here. Okay, so my class survey, I want to create something like this that I could send to people with a link or send it to them in an email or even embed into a web page like I did with my course. And then it will automatically create responses of who's responding to this survey and what they said and when they said it, time stamped, with real-time results. Okay, so I'm going back into my Drive, and for me to begin this, I'm going to do another one, but I just wanted to show you the end result is actually two Google documents. One is your form and one is the responses. They actually create two. So I'm going to create a form. This is the form. This is the one that will collect the data. The spreadsheet is what it will go into automatically. So here's the form, and we'll just call this one Sports Survey. And it allows you to pick a theme too. Let's pick the Espresso theme there. I'm going to click there and then click OK. And it doesn't show the theme right now. If we want to get a picture of what it looks like as we're building it, you can always click View Live Form, and it will open up another tab. It will open up another tab to show you what it looks like online. Okay, because that form exists online right now even. So let's start. We could add a form description, but I'm not going to do that right now. Show progress bar at the bottom of form pages. That's self-explanatory if you have a really long form that you're making. Let's begin with the question of what is your name, because we won't know who's responding unless we ask for their name, because we're not going to know where the responses are coming from, because they're just linking to a form on the internet. Help text, let's say I want it first, last. You could help them, give them a hint, whatever. And I don't want this to be a multiple choice question, so I'm going to let this be a text question, which is a small text box. Different options you can play with. I'm not going to show them all here, but a paragraph text is a bigger text box, and I am going to do a multiple choice, but you can do choose from drop-down lists, check boxes, whatever you want. You can mess around with it. Okay. I do want to make this a required question because I want to know who responded to this. Sometimes you want anonymous surveys. You don't ask for the name. That's fine. Okay. Now, if I am done with that question, I click Done. And this is the question here. Now, what if I want to go back and edit it? Those buttons are over here. I can edit the question. If I click that, I'm back in the question editing. Okay. I can duplicate the question, like if I have a lot of multiple choice questions that have the same answer choices without having to copy and paste and retype. I would duplicate the question. Okay. Let's say I am done with that question, and I want to add a second question. So let's add an item. Let's add a multiple choice question. What is your favorite team? Okay. And we're going to make that multiple choice, option 1 being Steelers, option 2 being Pirates, and option 3 being Penguins. And you can keep adding different options And I'm also going to make this a required question, and it's saving automatically as I go. Okay. And I am not done with this question yet. Okay. I actually would like to, with this question, add an image with it. Okay. And this is a new option in these Google Forms that I'm glad they put in, because you can definitely make questions better with images. So I'm going to add an image. I'm going to choose an image to upload. Say I have a screenshot of Steelers, Pirates, Penguins. Just makes the question a lot nicer to look at. Okay. And it's allowing me to put an image title if I want, or alternate text for the image. I'm just going to click Done. And now I have the image associated with that question. Okay. And I could put the image before it or after it. Okay. If I want to, I can just click and drag it. Maybe I like it before the question. Okay. I can click and drag and move questions around that way too. Okay. So now the form is created. I can change my confirmation page here. Instead of saying your response has been recorded, I can change that to thanks. Okay. Or whatever I want it to say. I could choose other options here to publish and show a link of the results to all respondents, allow responders to edit responses after submitting. You can choose that. That's up to you. So there, I now have the form created. Okay. And if I go back to my Google Drive, you can see Sports Survey. Okay. The next video is going to show you how to create the responses, spreadsheet, and because like just an example of getting the responses to whatever survey you have, we're going to do that in the next video. I'm trying to keep my videos shorter.